Hi guys, Paul is best for UK here. I don't do many Amiga games, but I thought I'll start doing more Amiga games because, to be honest, the Amiga is a brilliant machine, and what better way to start doing Amiga games is to review Disney's The Lion King for the 1200. This is part 1 of part 2 of this video. So this is The Lion King. As you can see, I'm using iGame. A brilliant front end for the Amiga 1200 if you've got a hard drive, and I've got it installed, and let's start it. So none of the loading times are accurate. I've cutted some of them down, to be honest. So this is The Lion King, as you can see. The music's very similar to the PC and the SNES version, if not identical, so the Amiga sound chip is quite capable of doing some very brilliant music. This bit is the Pride Lands, and you can see one thing about the Amiga 1200 version of it instantly is it quite accurately is just quite as good as the SNES and the PC counterparts. The parallax scrolling is all there, the music and the jaw sound effects are all there. The music doesn't seem to cut out when the sound effect happens, so it proves how good the Amiga can do multi-sound channels. There is one noticeable thing you'll find on this version is slight slowdown compared to the SNES and the PC version. It's probably because it's running on the AGA chipset, but nevertheless it's still very impressive. The AGA, this is running on an original Amiga 1200 Commodore machine with a bit more RAM than standard, but other than that it's just an original Commodore Amiga 1200. There's no accelerator in here or anything, and as you can see it works pretty good. Originally this came on multi-floppy disks, and it's also the version I'm running now, the multi-floppy disk version, and to be honest it's very impressive. Now one thing to notice about the Amiga 1200 version is it's slower, and the problem with the Amiga 1200, which probably won't apply to the Amiga CD32, but this uses up to jump. It uses just a standard box standard joystick, and I don't know if you can get joysticks for the Amiga that can utilise more than one button, as in fire buttons, but using up to jump on a platform game I've always hated personally. It's always a button to jump I've always loved, so it can be quite awkward to jump because you have to use a diagonal joystick, and like so say for example if you want to jump up left, you have to like literally move the joystick in that position, and some joysticks can't really reproduce that good of the era anyway, that's for sure. But yeah, look at the colour definition, you can see Pride Rock in the background, and it's perfectly parallax scrolling. One thing to notice, now this is the boss of the first level, the music hasn't changed. In the SNES and the PC version the music changes when the boss comes on, but it doesn't on the Amiga version, with potentially limitations of the data storage system used on the Amiga version and floppy disks. So we've got past the first level. Now I'm gonna leave it and not jump cut it this time. This is the actual loading time from level 1 to level 2. Now you'll notice that on the Amiga version also there's no "everything the light touches is our kingdom," and it's gone straight to the elephant graveyard, so the Pride Rock can't wait to be king level is missing from this version. Now, one thing that's instantly recognisable is the elephant graveyard. The graphics are exactly the same. I've never saw in my life, actually I have actually, that I'll tell a lie, but it's very rare to see Amiga games with multi-layer parallax scrolling like as in this. It looks really good. There is slowdown. This is running on a capture device. It's from a real Amiga. This is no emulator or anything. There's no system resources being lagged or anything. This is an actual Amiga 1200 via composite out to my capture card. And to be honest, the slowdown isn't that bad, considering that it's actually running the parallax scrolling to the extent that it is. I'm very impressed. The Lion King on the Amiga 1200 is pretty much perfect in terms of how it looks compared to the SNES, Mega Drive and PC version. And listen to that audio, it just sounds great. Much better than the Mega Drive version, the audio is. So I will continue this video in part 2, which is coming very shortly.